Hello students, today we are going to deal with chapter 3 of Beehive, The Little Girl. The story The Little Girl by Catherine Mansfield beautifully depicts the delicate relationship and the strong bond between parents and children. Sometimes the parents seem to dominate their children, but they are actually being protective and concerned about the security and well-being of their little ones. Young children tend to interpret the stern behavior of their parents in a negative way. However, their mutual bond is so strong that they soon realize that behind the seemingly unforgiving attitude of their parents lies a soft corner full of love. Now, let's begin the chapter. The story The Little Girl is about a young girl, Kezia, and her dominating father. His stern behavior shakes his little daughter's faith in him to such an extent that she develops a strong dislike for him. She feels relieved when he leaves for his job every morning. His goodbye kiss seems too casual and customary to her. In the evening, when he would return home, her mother would ask her to take off the shoes of her father. The girl was so terrified of him that she would stutter while answering his casual queries. This would annoy her father a lot. Surprisingly, Kezia's speech was normal in the presence of other people, but her father's sternness was so intimidating to her that she could not utter words properly in front of him. To Kezia, her father was a giant with big hands, a big neck, and a big mouth. Kezia's grandmother would make efforts to improve her relationship with her parents by telling her to talk nicely to them when they would be relaxing on Sunday afternoons. But little Kezia always found her mother absorbed in reading newspaper and father sleeping on the sofa in their drawing room. She would sit on a stool and wait for him to wake up. On noticing the pale face of Kezia, her father would get irritated and scold her for staring at him. Once, Kezia's grandmother suggested that she should make a pincushion to present to her father on his birthday. Kezia got a yellow silk piece, stitched it on 3 sides, stuffed it with some papers that she took from the bed table in her mother's room. She tore these papers into small bits before stuffing them. That night, there was a lot of commotion in the house since her father's great speech for the Port Authority could not be found. Actually, the papers torn by Kezia were that untraceable speech. Finally, this innocent mistake was discovered by Kezia's mother, and the poor child was dragged down to the dining room, where her father was pacing up and down anxiously. When mother explained everything to him, he asked the scared girl to confirm. She stuttered a no in whispers. An angry father asked the grandmother to put Kezia to bed that instant, and the child lay alone in her bed crying. Then her father came to her room with a ruler. She screamed and tried to hide under the bedclothes, but he pulled her out and ordered to hold out her hands so as to be taught a lesson not to touch others' things. She tried to reason that it was for his birthday, but he did not listen and hit her little pink palms with the ruler. The beating left deep scars on the mind of Kezia. From then on, she would put both her hands behind her back whenever she saw her father. One day, she saw the children in the MacDonald family, which lived next door, playing with their father. She observed that Mr. MacDonald was playful, jolly, and liberal, unlike her own father, who was extremely strict. She concluded that all fathers are not alike. Days passed, and Kezia's opinion about her father changed drastically when one day her mother fell ill and had to be hospitalized. Grandmother had to accompany Kezia's mother to hospital, and Kezia was alone in the house with their cook Alice. The daytime was fine, but when Alice put Kezia to bed at night, the child was terrified to be alone. She was afraid of the nightmares which she usually saw, but was comforted by her grandmother, who was always around her. That day Kezia again had the horrible dream, and she woke up shivering and crying for her grandma. However, she saw her father beside her bed with a candle in his hand. On learning that she was scared because of her terrible dream, her father took her in his arms and carried her to his room. He tucked her nicely in his bed and made her sleep close to him. He was so tired that he went off to sleep earlier than her. Little Kezia saw her father closely and realized that he was not the giant that she thought him to be. He could not pamper her like Mr. MacDonald because he worked harder than him. She lay her head on his heart and came to know that he had a big heart full of warmth and care. Now she realized that he was not so bad, but he was too busy to express his love. The message conveyed through the story. This story conveys a beautiful message that there is a very strong bond between parents and children. This bond has the strength to survive every type of challenge. However, in order to prepare their little children for the hardships of adult life, parents resort to strict punishment, and it is difficult for children to understand the true motive behind the stern actions of their parents. As a result, they develop negativity. Therefore, the story gives message to both the children and parents. Children should trust their parents, and the parents should understand that physical punishment can leave emotional scars that hamper the growth of a balanced personality of their child. So, the responsibility to strengthen the parent-child bond rests equally on both. Now, to give the chapter a quick revision, read the value points given.